Hi, this is your biology tutor, Paisolatli. Um, our topic for today is diffusion. We are dealing with experiments. So if you haven't watched some of our lessons, please find the links in the description box below. All right. So for today, we are going to look at gaseous diffusion. Alright, the overall topic is diffusion, but an experiment that we are starting with is gaseous diffusion. Alright, so before we start with our experiment, let's define a few terminologies. What is a solute, what is a solvent, and a solution? Okay, so a solute, we are told that it gets dissolved in a solvent to make a solution. Okay, a solute gets dissolved in a solvent, and from there we are told that a solute can either be a solid, it can be a liquid, or rather it can be a gas. Now a solute can either be sugar, this can be salt, it can be oxygen, and so forth. Right now, to give an example of a solute, say for instance you have sugar and then you want to dissolve your sugar in your water. Sugar is a solute, whereas water is your solvent. All right, and then when you have sugar plus your water, that is actually a solution. Okay, so this is why they are telling us that a solute gets dissolved in a solvent, and when that happens, you are making a solution. And then another example is you have oxygen that is in the air. All right, air is made up of many gases, or rather a mixture of gases. So oxygen is a solute, and then air is our solvent. Now, hi, this is your biology tutor, Paisolatli. Our lesson for today is diffusion. We are dealing with experiments, or rather paper 3. If you haven't watched most or rather some of our videos, please find the links in the description box below. Also, do not forget to subscribe to our channel so that you can be notified whenever we post. All right, we don't want you to be left behind, and we want you to get straight A's in your final exams. So we are looking at diffusion, but we are focusing on gaseous diffusion. Right, we have diffusion, but which experiment is it that we are looking at today? We'll be looking at gaseous diffusion. But before we even start with our experiment for gaseous diffusion, let's define a few terminologies. What is a solute, what is a solvent, and a solution? So a solute gets dissolved in a solvent to make a solution. It can be a solid, it can be a liquid, or rather gas. For example, you have sugar in water and air in the and oxygen in the air. Right? So we are told that a solute gets dissolved in a solvent. An example that we are given is sugar in water. So in short, sugar is your solute, whereas water is your solvent. So when you have sugar plus water, that will make a solution. This is why they are telling us that when you have a solute in a solvent, you get a solution. All right, we are also told that a solute can be in form of a liquid. For instance, you want to make you are hungry. Now that you are hungry, you feel like you want to eat bread, and you want to eat bread with oros, right? We say oros. So now what you do is you take your cold water from your freezer, and then you want to dilute your concentrated oros. Now your concentrated oros, that is in form, that is your solute in that case, right? So you have your liquid concentrated oros that you are pouring in your cold water. So your water is your solvent. Okay, so a solvent, even though we touched a bit on our solvent here, let's look at the definition. A solvent, this is a substance that dissolves the solute to make a solution. It dissolves your solute. It's dissolving your concentrated oros. It's dissolving your sugar, or rather your salt, so that at the end of the day you can have a solution. Whereas a solution, this is a homogeneous mixture. It's a mixture of a solvent and a solute. All right, I hope we get the difference now. Okay, so what is the aim of our experiment? Please do not forget we are looking at gaseous diffusion. So the aim of our experiment is to show that ammonia, which is a base, bear in mind ammonia is alkaline, so we want to show that ammonia move over red litmus paper, sorry, over red litmus paper from a region of high concentration to a region of low concentration by the process of osmosis. So this brings us to the definition of osmosis. What is osmosis? Osmosis is the movement of molecules, all right, such as ammonia molecules. It's a movement of molecules from a region of higher concentration to a region of lower concentration down a concentration gradient. All right, in order for osmosis to occur, there should be a concentration gradient. One should be in higher concentration, and then the other one, there should be a higher concentration and then a lower concentration. Okay, so that is osmosis. And then in our experiment we are actually we want to show that yes, indeed, molecules do move from a region of higher concentration to a region of lower concentration. So now in this experiment we are using ammonia, which is a base. All right, so we know that a base, they will change our red litmus paper to blue. Okay, now looking at our experiment, we are given we are given a glass tube. Now in our glass tube we want to put, or rather we want to fit in our red litmus paper. Now the red litmus paper that we are to put in, they should be at an equal interval. If you have 1 centimeter from your stopper, all right, from the stopper, from the wooden stopper, if this is wood, I'm assuming, right? So if this is wood, from your wood to your first litmus paper, if that is 1 centimeter, then from your first red litmus paper to the second red litmus paper, they should also be a 1 centimeter. So in short, our spacing should always be equal in order for us to obtain accurate results. All right, so another point again is we have our cotton wool. Now this cotton wool that we have here, we've soaked our cotton wool in ammonia hydroxide solution, and then after soaking our cotton wool in ammonia hydroxide solution, we fitted it to our stopper. Now reason for that is we are fitting it in, and then we want to ensure that this gas is actually contained within the glass tube. Now what will happen is, since your cotton wool is concentrated with your ammonia hydroxide, so we are saying that this is where ammonia is in higher concentration. Now based on the definition of diffusion, ammonia molecules, they are most likely to move from the cotton where it's in high concentration, and then it will diffuse from here to other parts in our glass tube. That is the whole concept. All right, and then from there we are told that we have the red litmus paper which are used. And then going to our results now, we are told that the red litmus paper, they will turn blue from the side of the soaked cotton to the end of the tube. Now a question is, what exactly will happen in our glass tube, or rather in our tube? What will happen is, since your molecules are moving from here, they will move from your cotton, and then they will come in this direction where our cursor is, right? Now what will happen is that since this is a base a base has a tendency of changing your red litmus paper to blue. So the first red litmus paper to turn blue is the one which is close to your cotton. All right, and then as these molecules keep on moving, this will change next. This will be the second red litmus paper to change, and then the process continues. So the changing of our litmus paper will be from the direction where our cotton is to the other end of the tube. All right, so let's interpret our results. Now we are told that molecules of ammonia move, or rather they moved from their region of higher concentration, which is now where we have our soaked cotton. Our cotton is soaked in ammonia, to the end of the tube until all papers turned blue. Now why are these molecules moving? They are moving because there's a concentration gradient. All right, so a concentration gradient in terms that your cotton has a higher amount of ammonia, whereas in your tube, as you are to proceed this direction, we do not have any cotton here. Now because we do not have any cotton here, let's assume that there's nothing, we don't have ammonia here. Now because there's no ammonia here, ammonia will move from your cotton and then coming this direction. Another example is, say for example you are in this corner, you spray a very strong perfume, right? Now because we have sprayed a very strong perfume, your perfume, or rather the molecules, will actually move from you because your t-shirt or whatever that you have on, they are in higher concentration as compared to anything else that is in that room. So because of that, these molecules will move from where they are highly concentrated, and then they will spread to other parts within the area where you are. So it's the same concept. So in order for diffusion to occur, there should be a concentration gradient. All right, so from there we are that brings us to the end of our lesson for today, right? What is it that I want you to take from this lesson? I want you to know that your litmus paper, they should be at an equal interval, or rather the spacing should be equal, and then from there they can ask you which litmus paper is most likely to change its color first. It's the one which is close to the cotton, and then from there they can ask you your litmus paper, to which color do they change to. We know that because ammonia is a base, it will change our red litmus papers to blue. All right, and then yes, that is it. So from there they can ask you to define the concept of diffusion, and then you give the definition, and then that is it in short. I'm so sorry for that, I don't know what happened. So that is it in short. All right, so thank you so much for making your time to watch this lesson. If there is anything that is not clear, please do comment, and then we'll be able to get back to you. And also, if you like the video, please don't forget to hit the like button, and also do not forget to subscribe. Yeah, you can also give your suggestions if you feel like there's any topic that is troubling you, or maybe there's a certain question paper that you were going through and then you feel like, ooh, you got a difficult question. We are here to help you through this COVID-19, right? I know that